Well, hello YouTube humans and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy and today I am going to be talking to you about how I treated slash fought slash combated slash whatever you want to call it my maskne. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have ridiculously oily, acne prone skin. Like, you can just look at my skin and where you looked, I will get a spot. And I've been struggling with it for now longer than I haven't. I've been dealing with acne and particularly like noticing how oily my skin was since I was about 16, but I've been dealing with acne since I was about 12 and I'm 25. Now I will be 26 on my next birthday. So I'm well versed in kind of treating inflammatory acne, which is kind of what maskne tends to be. So for those who don't know, maskne is where basically your mask is irritated or rubbed or due to condensate or whatever it is causing where your face mask is for you to get breakouts. I've devised a little routine from me working on the pharmacy front line and from me being a makeup lover that still allows me to wear makeup but know that I am not going to end up with massive horrible breakouts across my face that are going to result in me wearing more makeup or irritating even further from wearing a face mask or whatever. We'll dive straight into it, and I'm not going to have specific inherent products. I'm going to have product examples to give you, but for things like cleansers, I think cleansers are all much of a muchness. If you have one that works for your skin, great. There are specific tools and specific things that I'm going to be talking about, specific formulations that I am going to be talking about, but generally speaking, you should be able to do this routine either with the product you already have or very, very inexpensively. I will be listing all the products that I talk about down below in the description box. But the first one that I want to talk about, and I don't have it on me at the moment because it's currently charging upstairs and I forgot to bring it, but it is a facial cleansing brush. Is the thing that I noticed made the biggest difference in my acne. Now, facial cleansing brushes, I have a little tiny round one. I'll put a picture of one on the screen here. I bought mine off Amazon for about £9. You don't need to be going and spending £100 on the latest Foreo. That's not what we're talking about here. But a little silicone cleansing brush that vibrates. That's all you need. My battery died, hence why my hair's changed and I don't have a cleansing brush to show you. So basically this is just like a little silicone cleansing brush with little silicone bristles on it, and you hold it and press it once and it vibrates. Press it again, it vibrates harder. Press again and it pulses. Most cleansing brushes will do basically the same job. For me, it doesn't matter what cleanser I use when trying to combat maskne or any acne in general. Having a cleansing brush is just a gentler way of kind of vibrating and sonicking kind of the dirt and crap out of your pores. Making any cleanser that I use generally more effective, generally makes my skin softer because you're getting some sort of manual kind of very gentle exfoliation there, and I've never seen such improvements in my skin as I have seen using this. Just dollop my cleanser onto it, turn it on and use it across my face twice a day. I use it as like my cleanse, so in the evening I'll take my makeup off first, then use a cleanser with this. I wouldn't use this along with like my makeup remover. But that is definitely something that I would say if you are struggling with maskne, it wouldn't matter whether you have dry skin, whether you have oily skin, normal skin, whatever, this will help any cleanser that you have kind of work more efficiently with your skin, and as well kind of be a gentler way of kind of sweeping away like dead skin cells, dry patches you may have, or generally just helping to cleanse your skin at all. So that's definitely the first thing I would say when combating maskne is top notch. One of the things that I do want to talk about, actually, this might sound counterproductive, is I find personally that having a barrier, i.e. makeup, between your skin and the mask is actually really helpful. So I found that my maskne was really bad when I wasn't wearing makeup to work. Hear me out on this, I know it sounds counterproductive, but the mask irritates or like rubs against whatever is sat directly underneath it. So if your skin is sat directly underneath it and it's just your skin's going to get irritated, it's going to get dry, it's going to get flaky, you're going to have kind of pressure breakouts in that area, you're going to be getting some redness, some irritation in that area. Whereas if you have makeup on, it's going to irritate the makeup, it's going to rub the makeup off, it's going to do that to the makeup, not your skin. And your makeup you can remove at the end of the day. I'm not saying you need to be wearing like full face glam every single day, but even just like a decent primer, a little bit of strategic concealer and some powder and a setting spray I found has been massively helpful in terms of combating my maskne, because the mask isn't directly sitting on top of my skin and therefore isn't directly irritating it, which is one of the biggest things I think that causes maskne, is the irritation aspect of it. The second thing that I want to talk about is a acid toner, which for any skin type, absolutely fabulous. So basically what an acid toner does is it dissolves away the dead skin on top of your skin rather than manually kind of buffing it away. As a result, it's more gentle, therefore you can do it more often, and consistency is key, I've found, when trying to combat maskne. I have two here to show you today that are on opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of price. One I think is like 25 quid, one's like 4. They do basically the same job. So we have the ever so famous Pixie Glow Tonic here. This is like a really big bottle that I got in the Boots Best in Beauty box. And then we have the Boots Ingredients Glycolic Acid Toner here as well. This is completely clear, the other one's orange. Generally glycolic acid toners tend to be orange. Glycolic acid is my toner it's like my acid of choice. It is an AHA, an alpha hydroxy acid, which basically works at the surface layer of the skin to dissolve dead skin cells. You have two other types of hydroxy acids. You have beta hydroxy acids, which are smaller molecules and as a result get deeper into the skin and into the pores. Something like a salicylic acid is a good example of that. And you have PHAs, which are bigger molecules than a glycolic acid, and as a result they can't penetrate into the skin as much and are better for those with sensitive skin types because you're only getting surface level exfoliation there. But the science lesson is now over and done with. What you basically do, put these on a reusable cotton pad and just sweep it across your face and that's it. Do that once a day. If you do it twice a day you can get a little sensitive skin, but I use it once a day in the morning and then go in with the rest of my kind of skincare routine. I would categorically say that this has well, not specifically this product, just acid toners in general have massively helped in terms of my maskne, because they do give you that exfoliation. They help to kind of help with like dark spots, pigmentation, dry patches, flaky patches, the acne itself, and I find that by using them consistently I'm getting less breakouts generally at all. I wear a mask pretty much all day when I'm at work, and I wear it quite a lot when I'm travelling to and from uni or to go to get some shopping or whatever, and I find that very rarely these days do I actually get a breakout. I do still have very oily skin, but very rarely do I actually get a breakout. This one's about 4 quid, this one's about 25. They both do the exact same job. Because they're gentler on the skin than manual exfoliation, you can use them more often, so therefore you're going to see the benefits more consistently than if you were to use a manual exfoliator. I do have another product that I wanted to talk about in conjunction with the next two, but I think I've left it upstairs, which is great. But the next thing that I wanted to talk about is a gel moisturizer. Now, this is more specifically for people that have oily skin, but they would work well on dry skin as well. Again, I have two kind of different options to show you, but generally speaking, gels are more water-based than oil-based, which is what creams are. So generally speaking, they are going to sit better on oilier skin types. The reason that I'm recommending gel moisturizers for treating and combating maskne is because if you already have inflamed dry skin, or just inflamed skin in general from wearing a mask, particularly around this area, if you're then adding in oil on top of like an oil-based product to that, it's gonna mix in and make it a little bit of a weird situation where you're potentially looking at inflamed skin, which you're then adding an oil on, which is then an oil-based product in a cream, which is then going to potentially cause more acne. If you are using a water-based product, a gel consistency, it's going to be more hydrating to the area, generally speaking. And as a result, it's going to not only treat the dry patches better and the kind of the textured areas of your skin better, but it's going to be less likely to cause breakouts further down the line. So I have two here to show you, again, different price points. So the first one that we have is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Gel. This one is generally targeted at oily to combination skin. It is like £32, however you do get, for reference, The one that I'm about to show you is 50ml. This is 125ml. So you do get a lot of product in here. It's a very chunky tub, and it's got a pump on it, and it's just really good. The other one that I have to show you, which is a cheaper option, which is the Boots Glow Pineapple Gel Moisturizer, which looks like this on the inside. I've started to make quite the dent in this because not only does it smell delightful, it's just really good on my skin. So a good quality moisturizer really is one of the best things that you can ever do for your skin. For me personally, if I have this, an acid toner of any capacity, and a gel moisturizer, I am good to go, as well as a hyaluronic acid serum. However, you can get moisturizers that have hyaluronic acid in them, so you don't feel the need to go out and buy a specific hyaluronic acid serum. I just don't have hyaluronic acid in this, basically. Hyaluronic acid is basically a humectant for the skin, so what it does is it draws in moisture to the area. So not only is it really cooling and soothing on the skin if you have dry or inflamed areas, but also because you're not going to get that dry inflammatory acne because you're bringing moisture into the area. But again, you can get that included in your moisturizer, which is why I kind of wanted to lump it together with this. So if I have those three products, an acid toner, a good quality moisturizer with hyaluronic acid, and my cleansing brush, I feel that I'm absolutely sorted in terms of treating any type of acne, but particularly maskne, which tends to be a more inflammatory, dry kind of acne due to just the nature of kind of wearing a mask and things like that. I have two treatment products as well that has really been helpful for me in treating my maskne. They're both masks. So we have the e.l.f. Super Mask with centinella extracts, whatever the hell they call it. So basically this is like a kind of white kind of cream, gel cream there. Put a thick layer of it over the areas that you find have been particularly irritated. So when I first started getting maskne, it was really dry and almost stingy round this bit of my mouth. Literally, I would just get like a flat paddle brush, put this on and just sit there for like 10 or 15 minutes. It's so cooling, so soothing, so hydrating, and then when I wash that off, the area is completely calmed down, the redness has disappeared, and I feel like I've started to fight the inflammation side of things, which then leads into the acne side of things. So this is absolutely brilliant. And if I find that I am getting a lot of breakouts and I am going to treat breakouts specifically, I then have the ordinary 2% salicylic mask, which is like a similar consistency to the e.l.f. one, but this is obviously a beta hydroxy acid which penetrates deeper into the skin because it has smaller molecules than your glycolic acid toner. This is one of the best things for treating acne that I have ever found, particularly maskne. So you apply a small, like a thin layer across the areas where you have the breakout, leave it on. For me, you can leave it on up to 10 minutes. I leave it on for between 5 and 7, and it really just gets in there, starts to exfoliate, treat the breakouts from kind of like underneath the skin, and just sets your skin up really well in terms of being able to fight kind of the breakouts that have been produced by wearing a mask and things like that. I found it to be gentle enough for me to use every week. I don't need to use it every week. I only use it when I do get a breakout. So I will use it like around about my period time, or if I've been trying new products and I've had a bad reaction to them. This is definitely something that I'm using. I can use it in conjunction with the e.l.f. mask, like if I've had a dry reaction to something and my skin's really inflamed and irritated, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, those are the products that I use to treat my maskne, and I can definitely say that after consistent use of using these, and you do have to use them consistently, it's going to be a good 2 weeks before you notice a proper difference in your skin. But for me, these are what has saved my skin. So just basically to recap, a cleansing brush with any cleanser, and you can get these for about £9 off Amazon, if that, and they're really good, really easy to recharge and everything like that. Then you want an acid toner. Doesn't matter what acid you want to use, be it an AHA, a BHA or a PHA, whatever works best for your skin tone. If you have sensitive skin, PHA. If you have, generally speaking, more dry skin, I would go for something like a glycolic or a lactic acid toner. However, if you have oily skin, I would recommend something that has AHAs and BHAs in it. A good one to talk about that is something like the Ren Ready Steady Glow Tonic is really good. And then you want a good quality gel moisturizer, and gel is very important here. Again, something like the Clinique or the Boots Pineapple Glow one are absolutely brilliant. And if you want to and you feel that you need to, the masks that I've mentioned. Again, the e.l.f. one's about £9 and the ordinary one's about four or five. If you have those, I guarantee you within 2 weeks, and you can be wearing a mask every single day. I do wear a mask every single day, and for me, I feel that my skin is looking pretty good. Like, this is what my skin kind of looks like. Admittedly, yes, I do have makeup on. This is kind of where we're at. I don't have any active breakouts at the moment. I don't have any kind of... Yeah, this is like really close up on my skin. I've got a really matte foundation on today, but I don't have any active breakouts. I don't really have any kind of issues with my skin really. It's, yes, I have pores, yes, around my nose looking a bit crap, but I don't have any active breakouts. I don't really have any blackheads. I don't have anything like that across this area where a lot of people do at this point. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and give the video a big thumbs up so more people can find it. Got a lot of skincare videos on this channel, which I can link down below for you, or I'll link the playlist in a card on the screen. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.